is the biggest myth that society has about black fathers that we're sick and tired of?
And what I learned in life is the more I focused on the mother of my children and I made sure she was good, she was able to reciprocate that. And then when my kids saw it, they were able to see like, oh, that's what a loving relationship looks like.
The stage is where I can release my pain, where you don't even know I'm crying.
Yeah.
I know how it is for somebody to take some food off my plate. I held my daughter when she was a baby. They cut me, literally cut me.
Jeez.
I'm holding her. Don't know where the next check coming in.
I got 10 of them.
See, but
Wait, up.
he's populating and manipulating.
I was dying.
You have how many?
I got 10. So
You and your girl.
I'm
kids?
me and my girl. Come on, Kirk. Dying by the wayside.
What that mean?
He don't live a traditional lifestyle.
GP, are you with me?
What's up, King? Man, bro, thank you for coming.
Come on now.
I'm a big fan.
When the God calls, I'm not gonna show up. You know?
I'm a big fan, bro.
Come on, man.
I'm a big fan. You gotta understand, I love what you do.
Me and my mama, I'm talking about elementary school car rides.
Now? Oh, you just made me a senior citizen now. But thank you. Yo, man, there you go.
I'm a people say.
You know what? Listen, y'all gotta stop that.
Everybody done said that.
Everybody that said,
Come on, man. That's your slogan, man.
well, but you know what? You can say hi. You can just say hi.
OG, you know what's happening. you know I rock with you.
Man, thank you, man. As busy as you are. Luke, you know this boy right here?
He'll stop.
Man,
He'll stop.
he's hilarious. Yo, man.
He'll stop.
What's up, boy?
What's good?
What's up, man? Come on into the
Pickles?
crib.
Some smell good.
Hot pickles.
What's happening, boy?
Taste buds.
One of the dopest actors in the game.
Everybody
One
taste
of the
buds is all
dopest
off.
actors in the game.
My guy, you look good though.
Thank you.
When's the last time you worked out? Been a long time, huh?
Last night I worked literally I worked because I
no hot
was gonna be
feelings.
on a little bit of camera.
Hey, I feel you.
You look good, boy.
I'm trying to stay in shape, you know what I'm saying? Get the dad body
Ain't no
going.
deal, pickle.
Chef Sean.
That's a goddamn hot pickle. Man, you from?
Chef Sean.
Bro.
I'm gonna be real. I'm from the west side of Atlanta.
Okay, what's wrong?
Who eat hot pickles? It's 98 degrees outside. Why would you give me a hot pickle?
You don't eat hot pickles.
It's spicy?
It's a little tangy.
Listen, man.
So why would you pick it up and
I need 2 more years.
Oh!
what's up with it?
What's up, kid?
Hey, man. The man himself.
How you doing?
We got slave plates.
Thank you, King.
Nah, man.
What?
We got slave
Man, you
plates.
one of the funniest boys on the planet.
Legend, man. Down by the riverside. We had
Eat a plate with it.
Oh, man, you remember that song?
Yeah. Like, man,
know what type of
whole
dip
CD,
this
man.
is.
I still listen to it.
Thank you, King. It's an honor to have you, man.
Nah, I appreciate you. You know we couldn't say, I can't say no to you, man. Come
Well,
on.
you're a great talent. You're a super great talent, man.
Vegan.
Show them what you got. Show them what you got.
Got some delicious wilted kale.
Okay.
Let me get out.
Got some bona fide vegan
Now,
oxtail.
watch this.
Especially for you.
You do have an African-American man that's a vegan.
That's a rare.
I've never met one
That's a
before in my
rare.
life.
That's the second one.
I've never met one before in my life.
Yeah,
You're like
okay.
a rare species.
I'm from the country though, so I ate rabbit,
See?
squirrel,
You
so
ate
I
all
ate so much.
Yeah, I ain't
I
never
don't
seen no
experience all the
vegan
meat.
oxtail.
Me neither, bro. I ain't even
So that's vegan.
We've got-
you know, butter or nothing. Everything vegan.
Yeah, everything vegan, yes.
Have meat ever been cooked in that
Listen
pan?
to me. It's just for you. We're not
It's a
playing.
brand new pan.
Okay,
Brand
yeah.
new pan.
Oh man, I appreciate
That's
that.
for you. We eat nothing.
So wait a minute.
I came vegan like 2015.
For no reason.
So you ain't never cheated. In 10 years, you never cheated.
Nah,
You ain't never
I ain't
had.
gonna lie
He
for the
put me
Kirk.
on vegan noodles. I didn't even know they had vegan noodles.
You ain't never had like wolf.
Noodles was vegan.
So you never went and had chicken back after you was done?
Oh, I still want to have some chicken. Like I be.
you tripping. That's why you stopped.
I be looking at chicken videos.
That's real discipline, though.
You watch chicken videos.
I watch chicken videos, lemon pepper. I watch.
I just
Oh,
got back
I
on
just
the
thought
chicken.
you watched videos of
I just got
chicken.
back on the chicken.
That's
Best
crazy.
decision of my life.
Yeah.
Best decision of my
So
life.
man, y'all man, just get whatever you want, man. Just get in, get down.
I'm so hungry.
I'm just trying to figure out what we can eat.
So man, right before we eat, which one of you brothers would love to bless the food?
Go
We're
ahead,
gonna pray.
Go
Good
ahead.
Lord, thank you for everyone's taste buds.
Close your eyes, Lou. Close your eyes.
For the vegans, for the non-vegans.
Yes.
Let this food be for the reason of the season. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Reason of the season with no season.
Reason for the season is the vegans.
So man, I got one first question I want to ask y'all as we get down. I want to know what is the biggest myth that society has about black fathers that we're sick and tired of, that you want to address and be able to let know that it is the biggest myth ever about black fathers?
That we ain't there.
I'm about to say
I'm just gonna say that we deadbeats.
No, we might not be there. We be across the street, grandma's house somewhere. Like,
We down the street.
we might not be in the house.
Fact of the matter is, studies show that black fathers are the most present in their kids' lives.
Really?
Yo, talk now.
Amongst all demographics.
Wow.
On top of that, single fathers have a higher graduation rate and lower incarceration rate than single moms and dual family households combined. That is a fact.
They ain't gonna like that.
So if you were raised in a
graduated from
house,
Georgia Tech, so
so you know.
So then with those stats really being relevant now, where is this myth still continuing to come from, you think?
Narratives. Think about it, right? We all watch TV.
Right.
Everything that we consume comes from either through a phone, TV, or film, right? There are people who have agendas, right? And part of that agenda is creating a separation between men and women in our communities. It's always been that way. It is a fact. We can't act like it's not the case. It is the case. The easiest way to disturb the distribution of black wealth from generation to generation is to eliminate the nuclear family. How do you eliminate the nuclear family? You take the father out the home.
Yes.
So if you want to show a race of people, right, who are dysfunctional, you constantly show them on TV in one way, which means when you have producers who are creating shows, who's gonna be the villain? The black guy. Who the rapist? The black guy. Who the absentee father? The black guy. Because they get to choose those
I
things.
think people in pain speak louder than people in peace. So people who don't have a father. Like when you get cut with something, you're gonna holler. But when you're okay, you're gonna walk and float. So I think people who don't have that, they speak louder and they take that. It's like some of the things more popular in the culture ain't that lucrative. And some of the things that, the opposite. So I think that's what it is. I think it gets out there because that's the loudest thing.
Do you ever have something that you have to reshape even in the thinking of your kids when it comes to a father? Like, does it frustrate you sometimes when it may come across like you don't put in the same amount of work as maybe like their mom or like their grandparents? Like, do you feel like sometimes you have to defend your position?
I think with parenthood it's a learning experience. Nobody really have all the answers.
Facts.
And even we all fathers, and everybody can take note to this. We'll learn from each other when we see something do. When we see one do with a child, you like, I'm gonna try that with my child.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know what? I be on my phone too much. I like how you interact with your child.
Absolutely.
Let me put my phone down. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, we have to look for things that can make us better fathers instead of looking at the narratives that's put out there, because we don't really know. We're trying to do something more that we didn't have when we was coming up.
Yeah. Yes.
And my father wasn't a bad father. Nobody has the real definition of what true love or what true fatherhood is.
That's a fact.
So if that was his love language, I'm gonna sit here and say he did that well. No matter if I looked at the other person, I'm like, dang, well, I wish my daddy did that. Hey, but your daddy is doing this.
So your dad was there?
Yes, my daddy was there.
Was your dad there?
My father was there.
Was your dad there?
My dad was there, so his father wasn't there for him, but he was there for me and my siblings. So he made up.
Grandfather.
Like, where's there though? Somebody at my house? I'm trying to figure out.
I mean,
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
I know what you mean.
Tell me what.
Right.
Tell me what it was for you. When I say was your dad there, how does that register for you?
I think I knew he was at all times. Well, a lot of times, and he used to go. We used to spend time with each other sometimes. So to me, he was there. But I feel like some people, daddy who there, and still ain't there like somebody who ain't there, because if you're not there here, like my family partied all the time. So even when they was there,
He wasn't present.
they never was there, but he was there when he was there. Like, if that make any sense?
No,
I understand.
I understand.
Yeah,
what
but,
Wayne's saying.
Sit down. Come sit
I will
down.
say this though
I'm so
too.
glad you said that.
Yeah.
I was,
First of all, I'm gonna get some of this rice first.
Nobody's gonna be the perfect father. Nobody's gonna be the perfect parent. Nobody's gonna be the better parent. Like even in the household, like all that, who you love more? Cut that out. Cause now you training the child.
Social media.
Right.
Stuff.
You training the child to say, now I can pick and choose who I want to be with more, or if this person don't allow me to do something, I'm gonna go to a father, I'm gonna go to mommy.
But that's manipulation though. Like when you got two separate households.
Right.
I grew up in two separate households. Now I'm raising a child in two separate households.
Yeah, how do you deal with that?
So I know what you're doing. So I gotta like put myself in my daughter's shoes.
Right.
She only 8, so she gonna try it. I'm not gonna get upset at her for trying it. You gonna try it and you're gonna bump your head. I'm gonna put a little ice on there and I'm gonna tell you why this not gonna work.
Right.
And then I'm gonna show you what can work.
Right.
You ain't gotta manipulate me versus your mom or your mom versus me. That's to get what you need.
That's the part. I was a manipulative child.
You see what I'm saying?
So I'm talking about I used to get in trouble. My uncle Chunk had died. And to get out of trouble, they said, like, what's wrong with you acting out like, my uncle? I miss him. So I know how children play them games too. So it's like, you know.
And then that's when you whoop them.
Oh, I ain't want to say this on camera, but.
I mean, we grown. That's what's wrong with
Mine at a
discipline.
young age. My children, they listen to me. And I got 10 of
See,
them.
but
Hold on,
see,
wait, up. You got how many kids?
Down by
man,
the
still
down by the
manipulating.
riverside.
That's what's going on. He's populating and manipulating.
I was down.
You have how many kids?
I got 10. So
You and your girl
I'm
got 10 kids?
me and my girl. Come on, Kurt. Down by the riverside.
What that mean?
Yeah.
Nah. My dad had a lot of kids. I got a lot of kids. So I had 7 kids by the time I was 22. And what happened?
You don't miss, my boy,
Jesus
22.
But I'm asking though, so you and your girl decided to have a lot of kids?
Girl. No, I got a lot of baby mamas.
Oh, okay.
Well,
okay.
the queen of the children, because they don't like when I say that.
Facts.
Okay.
Yeah, I stopped saying baby mama.
You gotta say queen of the children. I say queen of the children.
Now, was this by choice? Like, did you do you have non-traditional relationships with these women?
Oh yeah, most of them stay close around me. One of the mothers of my kids, she stay in Kansas City, but most of them, they stay right around my house. So it's like they got keys to my house. You know,
All 7 got keys to your house,
Running like
I
a
only
king.
got 5 baby mamas.
and all 5 of them have keys to the house.
2 of them, because they got the most kids. It's 3 and 3.
He finna
And they
start
kids,
something.
they kids stay with me.
Even the star.
Okay.
Hold on now.
Okay.
How does
I'm
that
with
work?
Kirk.
Huh?
How does that work? No, all seriousness. If separate baby mamas
Right.
got the key,
I'm
Cause-
gonna just eat.
like I got a key lock on my door, right? A combination code. I know who got the code, and I still get paranoid. If I had multiple baby mamas, but the spirit of the house is intact though.
Oh, this is a beautiful spirit.
Yeah.
That's why, okay.
He about to tell you why, watch.
Because the kids are there, so I can't take everybody to school, so their mom got open access. She might come wash, one of my kids, she might come wash Zarya's clothes, because she let her clothes pile up. So it's basically like a community. And it was
family structure.
it could have been an ugly situation, but I feel like
How'd you make it beautiful?
Jesus.
Honesty.
It was really Jesus. I tell everybody, no matter what situation you in, we all gonna put ourselves in a mess.
Right.
I'm just straightforward about my mess. You know, and my sins turn into wins. Because
Hold on. Let's let that marinate. That's good right there. It's because as humans, sometimes we really do try to quantify sins. You know what I'm saying? We try to make one sin this, another sin that, but the truth is, I love how you said that, because like we're all sinners.
oh yeah, for sure.
And need a grace every day.
For sure.
Brother, if you knew my sins, you know what I mean? It's like I don't ever want anyone to think that because you do something for a living that you just all right. It's like, bruh, you know, there is a need for God's grace on my life, just like need of your life every day. So your level of transparency and vulnerability is very impressive as a black man.
Because it sent me to child support to make you go find them. So,
Courtroom, like being in that courtroom.
I don't know nothing about that.
Let me open that for you.
And thank Kay.
no, I got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got it. But see,
You pray for a drink of water too?
huh?
You pray for a drink of
Man,
water?
it just,
Man, Lane was on my show, and that's the first time I see somebody pray for
no, this
water.
me.
Listen, I pray for food.
Yeah, this me.
But I ain't never prayed for no liquor gang. I ain't gonna lie, that's new.
So watch this.
You only got 10 kids, but
Yeah, 10
that
kids.
many kids.
10 kids will make it, man, it'll make you, but I'm gonna be honest though, what I learned by having my kids, every time I put them first, my life elevates.
Wow.
And I had to learn how to put them first by put myself first. Because I had to put me first.
But you first.
I had to put me first, because I feel like you only can love somebody as much as you love yourself. So I feel like if my daddy and my mama them was doing a lot of other things in life. I'm like, they only could give their love. They were giving me their love, but they love just. If I got $500, I can't give you $1,200 unless I go put myself in debt. And I feel like when you borrow your debt from yourself, that's what create anxiety, stress, which allow diseases to be more prone in your body. So I feel like you only can love somebody much you love yourself. And once I start putting myself first, getting into the word and all this, I learned how to put my kids first, and that's when my life elevated. And I feel like my parents, I don't have nothing against them because they didn't know. They was trying. I remember my mom, some months before she passed, she was trying everything to find that. She was going to church and everything, but she didn't know the only thing you had to do is put yourself first.
I have a different mentality though.
Okay, share with me yours.
I don't ever put my kids first, right? And it's different. I've been with my wife since I was 18. So we've been with each other since we was kids.
And how old were you when you got married?
Yeah, I was 26 when I got married.
Okay, so you started 18 and got married?
8 years together.
So y'all had a beautiful opportunity to just be friends for a while.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And I learned through that process that if I try to put myself first as the father, right? Let's be honest, all of us as men will sit here and be like, I'm the man, I'm the leader of the household, right? How could I be the leader and put myself first? That's not what leaders do. Like in my family, my grandfather, Army guy, didn't say much. But one thing I knew, he was putting everybody before himself. Like my grandmother came first, the kids came, and then my grandfather took care of himself. My father did the same thing. And what I learned in life is the more I focused on my partner, the mother of my children, and I made sure she was good, she was able to reciprocate that. And then when my kids saw it, they were able to see like, oh, that's what a loving relationship looks like. They were now involved in our relationship the same way. We speak honestly and open in real time. Any issues my kids have, they have the confidence to come to me because they've seen that their mom can come to me and I'm not gonna be like, so it's a safe space.
Wow.
So for me, as a father, it's like, you know what, I wanna create a space where everybody knows that they safe.
But you know where that comes from, I'm just hearing both sides, right? Even all of our stories are different.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? We're all raising kids on a different level. Wayne is doing it the right way when it comes to people with multiple partners, correct? There is a blueprint for love.
What you mean by that, a blueprint for love?
A blueprint for love when it's saying, first of all, you gotta find Jesus. Jesus is love.
I like where you're going with
You see what I'm saying?
And I would think it's crazy.
Because everybody's doing what they're supposed to do because they're leading off with love. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely, I agree with you on that.
We got 3 different households. Stay with me. I'm finna make 3 different points. But
Walk it out, Doc. Walk it out, Doc.
You got many people with different baby mamas and different baby fathers.
Okay.
There's a way to find love within
Absolutely.
all those units where y'all can prosper together.
Let me tell you what is amazing, man. But what is amazing? Because how old are you?
I'm 33.
See, now what is amazing is that, now I'm the OG at tables now, which is wild to me. But now I'm the only guy at the table who didn't have his father. So I did not have a father. Didn't have a father, didn't have a mother. And so I was adopted. And then even the lady that adopted me really didn't want me. And so all I knew was the rejection of not being accepted.
Understandable.
So when I hear you guys talk with the level of confidence and even fluidity, like y'all have a level of confidence to even see life different, to see relationships different. And there's no space for me to judge you. It's just space for me to be able to go, man, I wish I would have had the same type of beginning. Because I do believe that the reason why y'all are so confident to think differently is because you had a man somewhere in your life.
Dad. My dad.
Yeah. And you can't deny that.
That's real.
I tell everybody, bro, like growing up, people have action figures or sport figures or heroes. I ain't want to be like Mike. I want to be like my dad.
Me too. That is a fact.
That's crazy.
Your dad was around?
Yeah, my dad was
Your
around.
mom and dad married?
Yeah.
You know what's beautiful about, because me and you talk off camera.
He doing the same thing.
And me and him cool, for real. And I realize what it is, if somebody come from that type of background, I feel like you a vessel to how a relationship should go. But see, I'm coming from the streets, so it's different. You know what I'm saying? My mom and dad ain't home. Yeah. So, coming out the streets, it's a little.
And bro, let me tell you, I don't think what you're doing is wrong.
Oh, no. That's what I'm saying. We both.
Yeah, we both agree.
Like, if somebody, it's a video that went viral when the guy was saying, like, only way you cure a disease is a disease.
Yes,
The guy
I
on
seen
there
it.
was like,
Yeah.
so basically like, and I think that's why my fan base is I got the church in the hood because I understand both sides. But I'm like, man, when you come from the streets, it's nobody never understand what that poverty in the streets.
I'm gonna tell you why
That goes back to what I was trying to say earlier.
With love,
was
Lito.
The love.
The love, yeah.
Our stories are different.
Yes.
But the love is still there.
How you show up like cause I feel like how you show up with love when
Because-
there's also like it could be some things that knock that love
Poverty.
off or like
It's life.
it can throw your psyche off a little bit, right?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Love.
Like,
How you
okay,
show up for love
I
for who?
learned how to show up with love for my daughter's mother through obstacles that we went through the courtroom.
Right.
Right?
Right.
It was rocky.
Right.
Very rocky. But we go through that and 3 years later, you know, my daughter's 8 now. So it took us 3 years to get to a point where we could show up with love
Right.
and putting the pride to the side, I think be helping that love.
Because you know what it is, like, we don't know each other for real. We jumped into a serious situation that's gonna have us together for the rest of our life.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know you after 3-4 months.
And
I have
sometimes
to learn you.
Sometimes,
I
like
went
for me,
to
I had
school,
to get to know her because she sent me the picture that she was pregnant.
That's what I'm. Now I gotta know you.
So let me-
Now I do. We getting ready for a Super Bowl.
Right.
But are we
I'm
answering
on a
your
high.
question?
From a pregame to a Super Bowl.
I'm on a
to
high.
Super Bowl. Right.
But Luke, are we answering your question? Like you asked the question. I want
yeah,
to make sure
oh,
you
yeah.
answered it.
I want to answer it, I think.
Okay, go ahead.
And this is a big part that men don't want to talk about. We all got to use better discernment before we lay down with these women.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's let that marinate. Come on. Let's let that
I think we sit on
marinate.
this side for a reason.
But I understand. No, when I look at his relationship, I'm like, man, I really follow you. I'm like, man, that's beautiful.
Me too.
No, it is beautiful.
And
but
coming from certain places, we really wish I wish I would have grew up
Yeah.
in a certain
And your
environment.
daddy taught you that, though, right?
If I'm being honest, no.
Who taught you that?
So I got a brother. My brother's 2 years younger than me, right? He got 4 kids now, 2 different baby mothers. Grew up in the same house that I did, you know, didn't get married until he met his third woman now that he's married to, right? And I don't want to put my brother out there, but I even had to learn how to have empathy for my brother in the same house. Because I used to look at my brother like, bro, you grew up like me. Why are you making such poor decisions? Then I had to think about it. Me and my brother grew up latchkey kids. Both my parents worked. So my parents was out the house. I got up. I got my brother ready for school. We went to school. I picked him up from school. We got home. My parents didn't get home till 7 o'clock. Me and my brother raised each other in the house. You know what I'm saying? I was in the streets, but I wasn't a street kid. I was in the streets, but I still go do my Rubik's Cube and stuff. My brother was in the streets.
Yeah.
So his life was curated by Flatbush Avenue and tennis court where he grew up. Mine grew up at Andrews Huddy Junior High School with more artistic kids. So I feel like my life was curated by what I saw a lot of times on television because I looked up to things, right? So just like Lou said, I looked up, my first film I ever saw was Boys in the Hood. And I watched how much trauma came from that movie,
real.
right? And I remember it was the scene where Doughboy's mom had 2 kids, 2 different baby fathers, and she treated one different than the other. And I remember saying to myself young, like, yo, I hope nobody ever treats my kid differently because, and then I was like, wait a minute, if I just married a woman I'm having kids with, I don't have to worry about other people. That's really was the
That's a wise
impetus for
decision.
me. My dad never sat down and said, you need to stay with one woman, and I watched them, but it was the things I watched. And then, not for nothing, I met my wife, and she was like, I want to do this with you.
Sounds like your father, but it sounds like your father taught you about what he did more than what he said.
Him and my grandfather.
That's what I'm saying.
They were good examples, like great examples.
Yeah. And so now let me ask you guys, first of all, did we answer your question?
Yeah.
What? No, we never finished.
What was the question?
He said,
No,
how do
we
you
went
lead
on-
with
no,
love?
no.
You said, how did he what?
He said, how do you lead with love when you got some
went somewhere.
women who going through these things? And that's when I said we have to use better discernment
Right.
before we
Before we
lay
lay
it down.
Right.
And that was my answer to
What was your
you.
question?
No. Maybe I was asking and answering.
Did you drink some of that stuff?
No. This is water. And I prayed over it. Right.
Think about it.
Okay.
You got sons?
I got a daughter.
Okay, you don't have sons. You have sons?
I have a son.
You have a son. You have sons, right?
I have 2.
2 F2s, right? So let's answer this
The
question.
alcohol.
Yes.
Ooh, no.
You all right?
I was some tea.
Yeah, yeah. Let's get him something
Yeah,
non-alcoholic.
give me some for
Yeah. Let's get some Kool-Aid. We got Kool-Aid.
give me some for
I tell
children's
everybody
church.
that point you talking about.
For what?
Children's church.
How both of y'all was in the same house. I tell people like that, like people like the small town I was from with 2 red lights. So it's like when somebody in New York be like, it's the gutter, but at the same time, opportunity is right up the road.
Right.
And the country towns is only one way.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why every black person in the small towns knew Donald Trump was gonna win. Cause we knew it's a lot of white people that the world don't even pay attention to. Like,
Absolutely, yeah.
They our neighbors. I'm like,
that's the truth.
I'm like, they don't have a chance with Trump.
That's a fact.
We got a cut. I'm like, we knew all the cities. Like, I'm like, y'all don't know these. Y'all don't know
Middle
Ashley
American.
And they in poverty too.
Because in the small towns, we don't get looked at. Only reason I made it was the internet. You ain't going to them real. I'm talking real country towns. I ain't talking about.
I know what you mean.
So
Not Atlanta.
That's one way.
Yeah.
Ain't no opportunity. There's one way. All the mothers of my kids, they didn't have a chance. Now they are good parents now. They, you know what I'm saying? They are. When I say if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to be where I'm at. But I knew their parents. I knew our parents. We was not getting out of there.
So let me ask y'all this then. Let's when it comes to the fear that you've ever had, that whatever mistakes or whatever inside of you that was not right or fully together, have you had to deal with the fear of you're afraid you're gonna pass that on to your
Hell yeah. Sorry, my bad.
Hell yeah.
I said people,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I'm scared. I'm not scared. I fear. I have this thing where I'm telling myself, so maybe if you see me, don't take this the wrong way. But I'm saying like,
Love this guy.
I have when it comes to relationships with a woman, right? 4, 5 months, the honeymoon stage, I'm good to go. Then that fear comes because I seen womanizing growing up. Yeah. That's all I know for real. Every cousin, uncle, auntie, everybody got a baby father, baby daddy, they got a new boyfriend, this, that, and the third. So everything is just a circus.
So yeah.
So I don't really know what a stable home looks like. Remember when we talked about, I used to see that from my coaches growing up. I used to be like, dang, Dad, I don't really want to come home. Yeah. Like, I like this over here.
Yeah.
This man come down the steps, hey, baby, we good? They making breakfast, we eat breakfast at the table.
Got his robe in newspaper.
Like this, but like a real family.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
dang.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So it's like I want to get that to my daughter. Obviously, I couldn't do that with her mom, right? So my next thing is, okay, the next woman that's gonna be with me locked in,
Right.
I want to have that household, but it's the fear of, am I gonna mess up like they did?
You know how you get rid of that fear? Tell your kids your fears. Tell them. I spoke to my dad for the first time a couple weeks ago.
Right.
I told this
What happened?
on the
You
interview.
don't
I'll tell you exactly what happened. I was driving. My dad was in the passenger seat. My mom was in the back. And I was driving. My mom said something, and my father snapped at her a little bit. And now I'm in my car. So I'm like, hey man, you just had a tantrum for no reason. You have to chill out. And then my father don't play no games. He looked right at me and said, hey, that's still my wife, and you still my son. And in that moment, I was just like, okay, this is gonna go somewhere, and I don't want it to go. And I said, we'll talk about it later. So we went to the house, sat down in the kitchen for 3 hours. And my father sat down and told me every fear he had and the things he was concerned about from the time he had me. That's what gave me the realization, like, wait a minute, you got married at 21, had me within a year, had my brother 2 years later, so you were 23, 24. I know my grandfather didn't sit down and tell you how to be a dad or be a husband. So I said, how did you figure it out? He said to me, I'm still trying. And I said to myself,
wait a minute, bro. He said that to you.
This is why I'm saying you need to tell your sons.
But D, you got to tell me, as a son, how did that level of transparency and honesty hit you that your daddy said that?
My heart got full because here I am at 40 with 4 kids feeling the same way. And to hear that my father, who was my superhero, had the same fears was like, wait a minute.
Bro, what
so
a
I
gift.
don't, like, because think
Bro,
about
what
it.
a gift. What a gift.
I want to be as perfect as my dad is. My father raised 2 Division I athletes. My sister went to school, 90 average. I never seen my father cry. My father was just a man. He wore the same shoes every single day, bought my mom 3 cars before he bought his own car, bought me and my brother and my sister our cars before he bought anything for himself. That's my superhero. So when my superhero says to me, I was scared. There was times I wanted to leave. Now I'm like, shit, that was me.
Yeah,
So now he looks more human to me than he ever looked because he was being honest. And what that did was give me the confidence to say, wait a minute, so all this time you thought you were fucking up and I turned out like this.
Yes.
I was like, I need to tell my sons early what my fears are. And that's why I was telling you, tell your kids, man, because the minute they see you as human and no longer see you as this esoteric creature that has to be perfect, they'll come to you and talk to you about their fears. And then you can help guide them. Because that goes back to what we talked about with discernment, right? I got 4 sons, right? If a certain type of woman comes in, we as older gentlemen now can look and say, son, that's not the one for you, right? But him at 13, 14 won't know. Us at 13, 14, nobody checked us or told us. So we ended up with women.
My dad told me.
Oh, your pops told you?
He told me, not have. He said, you're gonna have a bunch of kids.
See?
You're gonna mess around, but he didn't tell. I'm
We
like,
didn't get to that conversation.
the way God made it, never get it. You know what I mean? The only thing I can do to make up for it is try to not eat chicken. Because that's why you became vegan. I'm like, so now I be like, I gotta at least do that. Because
That's his discipline.
I feel like it takes discernment not to drink alcohol. You know the food killers. Everybody gonna got a grandma foot cut off. So I'm like, hey, that's the only thing I'm gonna make up for that.
Everybody hopping around.
Yeah. So it's like, a woman? I'm like, God, hey.
That man said it like I grown.
Yeah, so I'm like, we all know we died.
Think about soul food.
Yeah.
We celebrate it. We celebrate it.
So everybody, Big Mama.
So I made bad decisions, and I knew I was making a bad decision, but I didn't. I'm gonna be honest. That's why I never judge a crackhead.
So what's your biggest fear as a father?
That I hope that God don't let me go. That's it. Because I'm like, I don't seen too much. Like, I don't seen too much. Because if you get this thing right, then this thing gonna be a problem. You get this thing right, I'm like, God, I'm telling you right now, hold me. Now, he's sitting a woman in my life. Now I'm like, okay, I got married before. I got married because I'm like, I want to finally do. When I made my first, I made like 100,000 one weekend. You know what I'm saying? Doing the come to clubs. I was in Texas, and I was like,
Let me get some money.
the mother of the kids I was with, I say, let's get married, because I was waiting to get right financially to finally do it, right?
Yeah.
We went and got married at the courthouse that week, but what happened was, I done created this situation with all these other mothers of my kids. I'm living like this, and they living like that. I say, that ain't fair to that child.
Right.
So I got to get out of this and make this right and put them all on the same, everybody living equal. So when they leave,
I love
and
that.
that's when things changed. But I had already messed up, and I already knew. I had 7 kids at 22, so I'm like, hey, God, you already know what time it is, and I don't know if I'm really gonna stop, because these women still look good to me.
That's never gonna stop.
Now,
That ain't
Never gonna stop.
But
never gonna stop.
I think one thing that helps me, or that helped me grow with my daughter's mother, is that, like my dad, he told me, he said, bro, I know what you did to get that kid, right? You had to put something in there. He said, what you gonna do to survive this co-parenting thing? You gotta take that out of there. So you can't be, yeah. He said you can't be a child support company. You can't pay with that.
Wow.
Can't pay with that.
That is a fact.
Can't pay with that.
This nigga watching and telling me
That's
bust
a
up.
fact.
That's a fact.
I did that too, and I did that one time. The mother of my kid had moved close by. You know what I mean? When I was with my husband. And I was so happy the kids were close, I said, I'm never dealing with her again. You know what I mean? She ended up with another dude. Now, the situation
ego.
crazy. Okay, what if your baby mama end up with somebody who ain't good for her?
Oh, okay.
So it was like, don't matter what the situation is, man. Ain't number one situation, just please, God help me, because don't matter what, there's no fix.
What about you, DC? What's your fear?
I really don't have a fear. You know what I'm saying? Because when you walk in fear, you give stuff light. You see what I'm saying? So now we got time to fix it and correct it.
I'm just so impressed with the maturity of y'all at y'all's age.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can't give nothing that much power
Hey, boy,
over.
what you just said, you need to say that again.
You can't have, like, I understand people may be afraid or anxious because they have to go through something.
So what would be your anxiety at times?
I would say now It's the mistakes that I can't fix.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
Which one you drunk first? Cause everything you saying now, boy.
I got them right here.
But you want front too.
You know what I'm saying?
Because what he said, and I've been saying this for like the last 6 months. I've been telling everybody, fear and faith is the same. Whatever you fear gonna happen, and whatever you got faith in. Whatever it's supposed to say in the Bible, say if you think a lion outside gonna eat you, it probably is. Yeah. So that's why when I do certain deals in business, I don't let scared money don't make no. You scared about your money. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm like, I ain't putting that in there, cause you're not finna have this.
That's like one for them, one for the
So this is, and let me go ahead and just go and ask this, since, and this is really y'all fault. This is y'all fault because y'all have established this type of aesthetic at the table.
I'm so glad to be here at your table. You don't.
I know. Oh man.
You the OG.
Man,
you
don't know what you did. You don't know what you did for me, brother. When I told you that was part of that, like, cause sometimes people when people in the streets, the church will judge them.
Yes, sir.
And my mama, like some months before she passed, she was trying to find God. And man, the only music she would listen to is your music. You know what I'm saying? So I be listening to Down by the Riverside, man, to get me through a lot of things because you don't know what your music did. Wow. You was the first one that you brought people together in a way that the church couldn't.
You brought our generation
to church.
Seriously.
Church. They only listen to him.
You brought I don't know if you knew what you was doing.
Yeah.
But
You got street niggas listening to your music.
Stomp came into church.
You are they preacher.
Our whole demographic.
It made church cool.
Was in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like some people think church ain't.
It's like, we can walk in there without being judged.
I talk about you on stage, man. I use one of your songs. And I want to know how much you're going to charge me for the rights of it. Because I want to ask you that when I came here. Okay?
I agree with him. Matter of fact, I'll let you answer your question. Because I got a question for you, though.
Well, go ahead, because I'm just humbled by these statements. Go ahead.
I do have a question because I don't have grown kids. And I've seen that you publicly have gone through stuff with your grown kids.
Yes.
And I just want to ask, and I know how I would deal with shit, but like, how did you deal with people having opinions about, how old is your son?
He just turned 37.
So you're 36, you have 36 plus pregnancy, 37 years of life with this young man.
Yeah.
And people decided to have an opinion over what they heard for 30 seconds. Yeah. Can you please tell me how you dealt with that? Because I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
And the ad on top, you a God-fearing man.
Yes.
People are putting you on a pedestal where they
You know
feel
how
like
it
you
is.
have no mistakes.
Yeah.
You can't say nothing like you're not human.
Right, you're not human. You know that, bro. You know that. How did you deal with that? Because, man.
And the sad part is, I'm still dealing with it. That's the sad part. That was just an opportunity for the public to see what, as a family, we've dealt with. And I love him. I love him. He's my firstborn. I mean, that's my firstborn son. And we've had many rough days. And he's got so much potential, bro.
Can I tell you something? As much as I love my father, me and my father didn't talk for a long time. I couldn't wait to get out of my father's house. And this is part of the reason why I wanted to ask you that question, but also, people don't know what it's like to live with their dad.
Yeah.
I lived with my father, and my father was not.
It's different.
It is. Like, it's hard as a man growing up.
My dad left at 6, but I kept going back and forth, and there was a time where it was like, he's not there, but he got Alzheimer's. I don't know this. So I'm thinking he don't want to be with me, not knowing he got a brain disease.
Right.
So I'm thinking I'm being neglected. Now I'm going to the streets. I'm thinking I'm following the same path of what we supposed to do because it's like, this is what's supposed to happen when your father's not here. This is what's supposed to happen when you ain't got no daddy. But my daddy was still there. He was being present whenever his brain allowed him to be.
Alzheimer's.
Wow.
So imagine this. Your father living in the house with you, you think your father don't love you. Because your father's trying to hold you accountable as a man. Your father's trying to tell you the things that you're not doing wrong, and you 18, 19 years old, and you just thinking like, man, you just don't like me. I went through that with my pops. There was years in that house, I lived in the basement by myself. I ain't talked to my brother or my father. Because every time me and my brother met eye to eye, it was a fist fight. And then my pops like, y'all not gonna be fighting in my house. So for lack of a better word, I was like, fuck all y'all.
Yeah.
And not for nothing. And the reason why I asked that question is because I got 4 sons. I know there's gonna come a point where we're not gonna see eye to eye.
Let me tell you this. I think that the biggest challenge is what he said and what you said. I think that being in church takes away your humanity. So you don't get the opportunity to just be human. You don't have the opportunity to make a mistake, because think about it, most dads make mistakes.
All the time.
They just don't have to make mistakes in front of everyone.
Exactly.
And it was a mistake I made. You know, I mean, how I communicated to him was wrong. You know, I can't justify that. It broke my heart that he did what he did, but it does not still take away from the fact that how I communicated to my son was wrong. And I think that I think that as fathers, there's some things that we have to learn that we will have to live with lips. We're not gonna be fixed from everything. Everything ain't gonna be well. Everything ain't gonna be whole. There's some relationships that you gotta walk and it's gonna be limps, and you know what you gotta do? You gotta win wounded.
You gotta win wounded?
You gotta win wounded. You gotta drag your ass across the finish line, blood dripping, leg broke, and you gotta win wounded. But here's the beautiful thing though. The beautiful thing is that when you do your best, God has this dope way of taking them seeds that you plant, and we may not live to see them. We may be gone. But someday, some way, God gonna water them seeds. And the little things that you try to do right, they gonna flourish. Because see, we sometimes want the glory, but instead of always wanting the glory as a parent, let's make sure that we just do enough so that they live the life. If they live the life, then our legacy will continue to live through them.
Bro, that's deep. It got me a little emotional because after speaking to my dad, I'm trying to walk with my sons. But it'd be hard though, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why. It goes back to a question you asked earlier. You was like, how do you feel sometimes as a man? Do you feel like you get just due? No, I'm gonna be honest. I be in my house all day. I cook, I clean, I do schoolwork, I take them to track practice, I do everything. Like when it comes to that fatherhood shit, I do everything. And you know what's the first thing people say? You know, how could Dina, she need a break. She got all them boys. And you know, my wife does her fair share. There is no she does more, I do more, we both do. But when you asked about how we feel as fathers, I honestly don't feel like fathers get enough just due. Because I'm just as guilty, yo.
Let's talk about that.
My father was dead. And the minute I got an opportunity, I thank my mom for everything. And I thank my mom and everything in part because my father was the one holding me accountable. So during the time, it was, and I'm just being honest, it was almost like I'm not even going to thank him. And I didn't realize how that could be coming across to him.
I feel that way often. It's because my wife is such an amazing mother.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like when you be busting your butt, hopping these planes, and you know what I'm saying, you tired, but you gotta go make that check. You gotta, like all my kids graduated college with no bills. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm gonna take care of everything. But a lot of times it does feel like, like yours is like, oh, thank you, but mama. And I want to know how y'all feel about that.
I'm dealing with that right now with my daughter. Like, I'm on the road. First of all, I live in Atlanta, right? My daughter lives in New York. I'm in New York probably twice a month, outside of work. You see what I'm saying? I gotta travel. I just was in Green Bay for the draft. As soon as the draft ended, I tell them, fly me to New York, I gotta pull up on my baby, right? When I go there, I make home in that city in New York. Hotel room, we do all the things. I'm taking her to school, whatever. I'm busting my ass to get through these planes to you to make sure that you know daddy's present. And some days, sometimes, I'm not getting that credit. You know what I'm saying? It's still not enough. Well, even from, me and her mother, we're on good terms, but sometimes it's like, oh, but yeah, that was cool, Lou, but can you sit in this? I'm gonna do that, because as a man, I'm gonna make sure everything's good. But sometimes, it don't hurt to just be like,
well, let me ask,
doing good.
Who you want credit from?
My daughter.
That's who I want credit
Yeah,
from.
I don't care.
That's
I don't
the
care
thing
about
that
anybody
bothers
else.
me, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get it. Sometimes,
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes it's
And
like,
I got good kids. Now, mind you, don't get me wrong. My kids are wonderful. But it is interesting that we're all talking about. Sometimes it feels like that they kind of detour around us.
Yeah, because you're supposed to as a man.
I mean,
as
but
a father, you're
I feel like
supposed to.
we all done it. Like, 'cause I even done it. Like, my mom, like my daddy stayed in the hood too, but my mom stayed in Adderville, my daddy stayed in Bankhead. I always thought my daddy was a little bit better because maybe my daddy was a little bit more financial, stable than my mother. But if I ever got mad over here, I'm gonna go to my dad's house. But I know I ain't gonna be over that long because I gonna last over here for 2-3 days.
it's gonna
not
I'm
the
only
same.
coming over here to get this satisfaction and
Right,
be like,
absolutely.
yeah, it's better living. And
Absolutely.
I'm going back over here where I can do what I want.
Wow.
Because even though it's better living over here, it's like I'm in here by myself. And it's not saying that he's not watching me. This is just the way that he handled his business. I sat right there and watched him. Now that I'm grown, I'm like, my daddy had a life. He had a purpose. I was just so happen to be his child.
Wow.
That's deep too, though, because a lot of people don't realize that.
Wow.
As a father, I do have a whole.
You
other
got a
thing that
whole
I
purpose.
I feel that's
Hold on.
I was just so
yeah.
happy to be his child.
You know how?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. That's
That's deep.
That's good.
That is good.
You know what? As a matter of fact, let me ask you this then. With that, let's talk about the other woman in our lives.
as far as
Here it come. Here. Hold on, Lou. Hold on to yourself, Lou. Here it come.
you got me nervous.
You ready, Lou? Because all 5 of us, all 5, married or single, we still got this issue with this other woman. She got our heart. She got our attention. She got our focus.
I know where you're going.
And she can be a nemesis to them kids, to that other woman. I mean, and it's like, and we love her. By God, we love her, my boy. How do we deal with that love of career? Our calling, our gift, that thing that keep us up at night, that thing that pulls us away from them at times.
It's a purpose. It's once you understand your purpose, then you have to understand peace within self.
But what about the fact that the kids don't always understand?
No, it comes again to like what I just said. I was already born. My life was written already. Your life is written. I don't know what's in store for you, a part of this lineage, but the God I serve, I know you're gonna be taken care of. So we have to be more attentive when it comes to fathers. So if we think something is missing, we step in. It's a lot of things we may want, we're not required to get
From
anybody.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like,
Yeah.
and we have to be appreciative when we do get
Of whatever we get.
for whatever we get. You see
Wow.
what I'm saying? So whatever that we're missing,
So you're saying that there's a real scarcity when it comes to being a daddy.
when it comes to being a father,
Father, yeah.
man of the household,
Yeah.
it comes with all of that.
Yeah.
I agree.
Now,
It just comes with it.
were you saying that woman, that career?
He's saying like he gave it a name, but
Yeah, but right,
Yeah.
but
I call it I call it the other woman.
We can talk about that.
Because I say that.
And you understand what I mean?
Yeah,
I understand exactly what you mean.
'Cause I look at her, the career, she my main. She
Woo!
is because
But when you're married, it could be problematic.
Never be my man.
But one thing you gotta do is you gotta understand what the purpose is. See, God gonna allow you to have time to figure out your purpose. And once you figure out your purpose, now you gotta fit your purpose into your schedule, but make it your main goal.
I think.
But don't make it your main, like it's over your family.
No.
'Cause it's sometimes we might have to not go do our purpose because our family needs
But
us.
see, I'm gonna say this: it was a dude in the streets. I ain't gonna say his name. I don't know if I'm supposed to say his name, but I was hustling. You know, I was coming up like 18, 19. He was like 26.
don't say it.
He's a big dog. You know what I'm
He said you don't know.
But he
What
told
was
me
your
that.
hustle? What was your hustle back then?
Well, isn't it? I put it in the book. I was selling a white girl. You know what I'm saying? You know, selling cocaine. You know what I'm saying? So he always told me, this worked in the streets, and I applied it here. He say, whatever move you make in the streets, I always think about your kid first when you going to bust a lick. He said, and you'll move different.
Facts.
And he told me that, and I feel like that kept me out of prison because I would never, that's what I never smoke a drink. I want the police pull up my car. I'm gonna wear this. And I think with the career, when I do my career and I leave the house, I'm like, I better go be since I got to do this, I better go be the baddest joke on the land. I'm not playing with this because if I do this right, it allowed me to be home. Like when I was doing skits on Facebook and stuff, I wasn't doing them just to make money. I was doing it just so I could build it to where now I can be home all the time.
Yes.
So it's like if you leave that house, I feel like you can't be playing with your career because you're really playing with your kids' time.
So now he's in a situation where he's putting his first love into his schedule. Yeah. I got time for you.
What is his first love? What is his first love?
That's what I'm saying, his career. So it's like, I got time for you because I done put in the work. I done been with you enough to be like, all right.
Cause my daddy,
now I can fit you.
My daddy used to be like, I'm busy, but you can't be taking no girl out of time while you hustling, playing. Cause now you playing with my time. You better bring it back for real. If you got a car, you better have me some money put up. Cause now you playing with my time, so when I move, I think about my kids. I'm like, I'm out here on their time.
So do your people, do your kids, do your significant other, is it something that you see is just an easy flow for you?
No.
Okay.
I don't expect.
There's tension.
I don't expect. I know how I would do them if they were in my shoes. I would be understanding. I would see the bigger picture. I know that everybody's not gonna see it from my point of view. So I'm already cool with that. I done talked to God. I know he got me. I'm covered. I got this armor. And then my purpose is my gift. So not only am I able to provide for my child and also spend time, but I'm also able to help others if they dealing with something.
Yeah, but y'all still been a little too nice for me though.
I'm waiting. I'm letting for them to speak.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, right? You're not married. I'm on everything, bro.
Me and you are married.
Me and you are married, bro. There's days, and this is why it's so hard for me, I don't feel like I ever have enough time.
Yes.
And even for my son, bro,
Yes.
I made every football game for my oldest son, but I missed his banquet. And you know what he said to my wife? Right. This is why I'll never be an actor. You just miss so much stuff.
See.
My son is the oldest, and he's the one who will say to me that I know you out there grinding. But it don't change the fact that it hurts him.
Fact.
Yeah.
And I want to be, this is a fact, I want to be the biggest star in the world. I want to, right?
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. But I know what that requires.
Yeah.
That requires that I'm away a lot, right?
Yes.
And now I'm in a situation where I can make a lot of money doing something that'll give me the autonomy to be with my family. But that's not what I want to do. And that's what I'm struggling with. Like, that's why sometimes I be so heavy, because I'm like, yo, I'm doing this. I don't want to do this.
So you can, and see, respectfully, he gets me more because there is a reality that when you live with someone every day,
Yes.
and you're in a house with these images of you, and this person that is looking for you to not only be there for them, but to also keep the lights on, keep a certain lifestyle going for everybody. There's a tension, and I can understand now why they have such an ease in how they talk.
So what's the tension?
I'm gonna tell you the tension.
If y'all in the house, like, because I'm like, okay, I want to be married, right? I'm listening to two married men, successful married men, right? And y'all telling me, y'all in the house, y'all can walk down the steps, see the family, and still feel like I'm not here enough?
You want to know
Yes.
why? I'm going to tell you why.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you
But what's the difference?
I'm going to tell you right now why. We live in an age where women, too, are not just wanting to be homemakers. My wife has her own career. You know how I got my side chick that's my career? My wife got a side chick that's her career. My wife just booked her first series regular role after having 4 of my kids. So now it's the time where DeVal got to be supportive. I got to step back. So now she has to go film. So when she has to go film, who has to step in and do all the things at home when she's going? I do, but guess what? DeVal writing a book, DeVal doing a podcast, DeVal writing scripts, DeVal still also has to film. So while I was doing that and she got to just be a stay-at-home mom, DeVal never got a chance to be just a stay-at-home dad because the lights turn off if I'm not being myself out here. So now I got to balance and be myself out here but be supportive to this woman. And that's not easy.
And
that's
it's a
the
tension
balance.
that you've never dealt with before.
Ever, bro.
And it's a monster. Here's what we're saying is that, man, see, the reason why you're great at what you do, the reason why you kill what you do, et cetera, is because we got this thing in us that is this doggone ambition. And to be great, you gotta be a dog. You gotta be a dog to go get it. And the fact that we black. So it's like you can't play no games with that. And what happens is that unfortunately, it's the tension of something is going. I give you a prime example. This oldest son that I have. When I was 29 years old, I got this opportunity to move to Los Angeles. Well, I have him by another young lady. So by this time, me and Tammy got 3 kids. Well, by this time, me and Tammy got 3 kids together. I have the son by this other young lady. If I move out of Texas, he's gonna be stuck in Texas.
Right.
I had to make the decision, DC, to not take that bag. Because it was a nice bag. It was a nice bag to be in Cali. I was gonna move to LA, and I had to say no to it because I could not allow for that boy to wake up and his family is now.
Okay.
Now, can I cut you off real quick?
Do you ever have, do you ever have regrets from that decision or no?
I was about to answer that too. I know that bothers you. The fact that it bothers you that you had to leave that bag is okay, bro. I want to tell you that it's okay.
No, feel me. I'm dope with that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, I think that I wish that we had more conversation.
About what if, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because the way you felt is if you get married or y'all get married, there's gonna be a lot of days where you feel like, I really wanted to do that. And not that you upset at your family.
Yes.
Because you're not upset at your family.
No.
But you like, I really wanted that. That could have been good for my career, but I know what my family needs.
Yes.
And I need to take this moment, because I ain't gonna lie to y'all brothers, man. I've been heavy with that right now. Like, that's why I feel like this is divine.
We appreciate your vulnerability.
I haven't been able to talk to anybody about this, because here's another thing. My level of success when it comes to all of my friends is not ever equal, right? So if I talk about the things I'm going through, the first thing they think is, you make money. The fact that you're going to don't matter. It's not always about money. My level of success is not defined by how much money I make. I want to be great at what I do and be recognized for it at the highest level. Right. All of y'all do the same thing. Right. You see what I'm saying? So y'all know that. Like, it's that. When you have that type of ambition, it is so hard to balance a family. And sometimes I feel guilty because I'm like, damn, I couldn't take that job because of my family. Now I'm in my house and I'm feeling guilty. And I'm like, just like you said, you got everything. I got a beautiful wife. Who my rock, who gave me 4 children. All my sons are brilliant and they athletic and they all around me. Daddy's home, and sometimes I be in the house like, just wanted to do that indie film and I'm not gonna make no money because I know that's an opportunity to show people my gift, but I can't tell my wife that I'm gonna go take this indie project.
And you can't take it out on them boys.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what fathers go through sometimes.
Now does that make a little more sense of what we were trying to say a minute ago?
Yeah, I understand. No, I understand.
I just never listened to him. I did what I get what y'all saying though, but I ain't never give him a chance. Cause like it's coming from, I don't know if it come from poverty. I'm like, bro, I'm going to do this. Because I know, if you don't know how important this is, I ain't got time to explain to you. But I just know that would have made my family life better.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
for me, when it comes to like taking a gig or not taking a gig, you played in the league, right?
Yeah.
So you can relate to what I'm about to say. As an undrafted guy, you got to be a dog.
Yeah.
There is no red carpet.
Yeah.
The draft picks.
Not in the NFL.
Then you see them walk. You say, damn, I can't go in that room. No.
No, seriously.
Just wait.
Seriously.
They gotta get their stuff first.
There you go. You wait.
Right? Wow. So it's like, okay, cool. So in my back of my head, even with this career, I done took them lessons.
Yeah.
It's a trigger.
Yeah.
So it's like I got to be on it, and if it's on brand, I'm taking it. And I ain't leaving no crumbs on the table. I'm taking this for my family, my daughters, and we're gonna be good.
You know how fleeting it is.
And I know, you know why I don't? Because I know how it is for somebody to take some food off my plate. Wow. I held my daughter when she was a baby. They cut me. I held her. She came out the womb. The next day they cut me. Literally cut me.
Jeez.
I'm holding her. Don't know where the next check coming in. All I had was one game check at that time. They cut me. I'm holding her. But I still had to they don't even know that. Her mama's on the bed, you know, you've been in the delivery room.
Let me say this one. Now, you have been very successful in your career, right? And you've had a long space where we have seen you rise in your celebrity, your influence. Right. And then we also saw you deal publicly with this loss, right? How were you able to balance still getting on stage, be funny, do what you needed to do, but still bring a level of vulnerability and sensitivity and compassion to your seeds like that at the same time?
That was tough, bro.
To understand your purpose and to understand the lane that God has placed upon me when it comes to Renaissance, we draw from emotion. So I don't have a therapist. God is my therapist. But he's willing to place me amongst people who's willing to listen to my emotions. And not only listen to my emotions, can learn from my emotions, but I'm able to express myself in a way of art where I also need it too. Because this is the only place where I feel safe.
Hold up. You talking to a table full of creators.
Yeah, on stage.
Bro, you just lit this table up because that's what we all can say amen to that.
That is real.
It's the only, in the midst of having beautiful wife,
That's real.
beautiful kids, if we're vulnerable and transparent and honest, even though we love them, there is something about being in what we were created to do, that it is a thing that lights us and makes us feel more alive and safe than anything ever could.
You know what's crazy though? You're not allowed to say that sometimes.
But
as a man.
But we just said it.
Yeah,
But
We just said it.
when it's
We
say,
just said it.
when it say, but even when it say to feel safe,
We just said it.
but even when it say to feel safe, I feel safe enough to understand my position and to understand that even what I'm going through, God placed me in an environment where he like, let go. Unleash. You may want to cry, but make this character cry, but cry with laughter. Make this person come to life. They don't know where this person just came from.
How'd
So
you
the
know to do
laughter.
that? How'd you know to do that? Were you taught that, or was it just natural?
Couldn't have been taught that. You can't teach nobody.
When you come to
teach nobody
theater,
that. Yeah,
when you come to theater, you know you have to draw from emotion.
Talk about
Yeah.
But when you get on stage, see, people don't understand. I want to say last year, I had to get on stage Mother's Day in Orlando. I was about to have a moment right before I get on stage, and we don't know when these moments come. So that's why I'm so thankful when I go on stage, because I'm like, I ain't have a moment today. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, appreciate it. Let me just be mental enough to go out here and be in a safe space. Like,
you just don't want to have that.
I don't want to break down. I don't want nobody to piss me off today. Like, I just wanted to, thank you for keeping me in a safe space. And I felt myself like it was coming. And I'm like, not right now. Man, he about to call my name. I'm like, no, not right now, dog. And when he said my name, everybody know I do my little shake. I had to shake the emotion. So niggas don't know in Orlando, when I'm on stage, I'm shaking this emotion off of me. Cause I know I got to go to work, but I'm human.
Yes.
So before I even say my first words, I'm John Whitfield. They don't know that. The moment I said, how y'all doing? I'm like, oh God, you got me.
Wow.
Cause I didn't even know in my first 2-3 minutes for me to be up here crying and you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, God damn, that was quick.
Wow.
So that's how I know, like, when I'm about to get into this atmosphere, this environment, I know God gonna take care of me. I don't even be knowing what you done been in your moments before on stage. That ain't KIRK.
At all. At all.
That's the spirit that's in KIRK.
At all.
That's making you handle your business with.
Amen.
Now it resonate with the people. Now the people is looking at that. We need that same energy. So whatever you seeing and you feeling, I know for a fact I'm showing it. I just don't even know what it is.
Wow. And that's what makes you so good.
You see what I'm saying? I'm like, what is it?
And that's what makes you so good at it. And that's the confirmation that you called to do it. And so with that, man, with that, and just being called to still be a parent, what is the thing that you may have even seen yourself do that when you look back on it, you may have a little bit of like, man, that was one of the most dumbest or goofiest things I've ever done. Have you had some
I got it.
Have you had some moments?
Same thing. Like, bro,
Have you had some moments that you've had to laugh at yourself?
As a
Yesterday.
parent or just
Every mistake before all this happened.
Mistakes still make. Bro.
I mean, that's,
But no, man. But like, give us one. Give us something that you've had to, you know, just
as a father, just as a person, period.
well, both.
I'll tell you one as a father that I learned. I used to be real tough on my oldest son, Jackson. Because I'm playing in the NFL, you know how it is. You got a son, everybody assumes that my son's gonna be the best, you know what I'm saying? And my father was, and here's the funny part, my father wasn't like that. My father wasn't an athlete. I said, I want to play football. He said, go ahead, have fun. I want to play basketball, go ahead, have fun. Came to the games he could, supported me, but he was never like, we gotta do this. And I felt free to be that athlete. But then I became a dad and I got an athlete. So now I wake up 6 in the morning, we working out, we doing this. He playing games, I'm screaming and hollering, cussing, doing everything. And I'm watching him come off the court every game and he's got his head down. And I'm like, what's your problem, your demeanor? You know, his attitude, his demeanor. He just looked at me. He just looked at me, he was just like, man, this ain't even fun no more. And I was like, oh, DeVal, you really messing up, bro. like I had to really look at myself and be like, yo, you really are messing up as a dad. Like, I legit felt that way because I had other dads around me. And sometimes you need other dads to check you, right? After the game, come screaming, hollering, and they coming by and they just like, take it easy, big guy.
Oh.
And after a while,
Oh, that'll piss me off.
bro, DC, when I tell you, it's your time, nigga.
Man.
The first thing I
And
said
they
to
walking
him,
back with that picnic chair and shit.
Yo.
Man, get back up off me, dude.
I was like, man, you talk like that to your son, not my son. But then I seen they sons was whooping my son ass. So I'm like, I can't even say that because your son is nice. So then you know what I did? I stopped letting my ego get in the way of me being a father and stopped thinking that I knew everything. I started asking questions. You know what I'm saying?
Aggression is not correction.
Come on, DC.
Say it again.
Say it again, bro.
Aggression is not correction.
The fuck you
And I'm gonna tell you something. Hold on.
That's you right though.
But,
You right though. I'm about to like.
But I got to be honest with you. I have failed at that a lot. I have failed at that a lot. You take that old school mentality of how the old generation would cuss you out.
And to this day, right, like at your age now, like not, as a younger father or right now, you still got it.
Well, even as an older one, if you hit the wrong buttons, I struggle. Yes, I struggle, and I'm not proud of that. But
it works best. It works when you utilize it the right way. The old teaching does work when it comes to
I
want
agree
you
with
to be
that.
great.
I agree with
because
that.
I don't want you to be out here and there's different agendas that grab you.
I agree with that.
But as us, comes to again when this is what I want to say too about the women, why they gravitate to the women. Men are not nurturers.
No, we not.
Our children supposed to gravitate to you supposed to gravitate. I'm supposed to learn how to make you gravitate to me like that. I'm not no nurturer.
So how can we be better nurturers?
We gotta learn how to be more soft in the household.
Or soft with the tone.
I think
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I say
women.
soft, but when I just say soft, I'm just saying learning as a man, we learn how to speak to our wife. As a man, learn how to speak to our children.
Hey,
Learn how to speak to, and this is not my pilot. I can't say no nigga on the street.
No, but see, but I learned, but
And I have failed at that a lot.
We all have. We all.
Everybody can't get the same verbiage. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So I'm realizing like that's where it was a Navy SEAL or something I met. I was playing with the Cardinals. He said, CYB, check your baggage. Check your baggage at the door.
I love it.
So
I love it.
If somebody done wrong, my temperament is different.
Yeah.
If they done did something outside, when I come inside to my daughter, and that's where I said one mistake I made. She might have been like four. Like I'm at my Nana house, I'm dealing with those calls, and she said she didn't even do nothing. But I said, man, I don't know. My voice got loud, and my Nana came out. God rest her soul. She came out of her room, her little, you know them picnic robes. She came out and she said, "You sound like your dad." That ain't it.
Yeah.
That ain't it. She said, no. She said, that ain't it. She said, get your ass up. You better go back in there.
Wow.
Do y'all whoop y'all? Do anybody here whoop their kid?
No. I just plucked that ear. That's it.
I don't whoop. I discipline with understanding.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm not whooping you. I want you to know why you're getting a whooping. I whooped my daughter one time. I want you to know why I'm whooping you. Tell me. Don't just say I'm whooping you. I want you to know, whoop, 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 whoop. This was inappropriate, whoop, whoop, whoop. Now we're gonna repeat it, repeat it, say it again. Because if I whoop you again and you're saying this again, that means it's a habit.
I told my sister this. I say, if grown people don't listen, what make think our kids gonna listen?
That's why I whip my kids.
We
They didn't say just whoop on them. I'm saying
whoop
with understanding.
No, what I'm saying, I whoop mine.
Get out. Sit out.
I was I whooped mine, and my baby mama used to say, when the mothers of my kids, and in the end, I used to tell all of them, I said, when them children get older, they gonna come to me because I kept it real with them. And when they got older, I can't get my kids to leave my house. All their friends, I be gone. Most of my children gonna be at their daddy's house because I kept it real with them. My 3-year-old told her mama, she said, I don't gotta listen to nobody about my daddy. I said, cause you try to be a friend.
Oh,
I'm gonna bring up that, you know when you about to tell somebody something but you don't wanna say it, but you get that little sweat coming, but you about to say something real like that ain't it, dog.
I'll say this though, I'm not against whoopings because I used to get whooped toe up, right?
Yeah.
My grandmother told me, I was like, why you, I was 13. I was like, yo, why you beat us? You beat us if I spill milk, if I drop something, why you beat us? He said, she said, let me explain something to you. I grew up in the Confederate South, right? If you look at someone the wrong way, you too loud, your little ass will be up on that tree hanging and won't nobody care. Yikes. Right? That's what my grandmother told me. Della Mae Perry Ellis, right? From South Carolina. Della Mae Perry Ellis.
Facts.
And my grandmother didn't curse, so when she cussed, I knew she was serious.
Yeah.
She said, my job was to get you to your parents safely. My job ain't to be your friend.
Yeah.
I don't care if you like me. My job is to make sure that you grow up and you can be exactly who you need to be. You know what I saw in her when she said that? I saw pain. Wow. That means you grew up that way and you didn't know any other way to discipline me. That's why you did it. So I appreciated the fact that you were trying your hardest to discipline me. But I will challenge you with this, because I tried to challenge her with this and she whooped me. I said, Nana, when something happens to us by police, the first thing y'all always say is why we gotta resort to violence. Why couldn't you talk to them?
Yeah.
So it's like, why you can't talk to kids? Why would you resort to violence on your kids? And then say, why do other people resort to violence on our kids?
Yeah.
I can't justify one and then say to the other one is wrong. Yeah. So for me, I stopped putting my hands on my kids. I'm gonna speak to my kids unless, because there's always an exception. If one of my kids is being violent to another child, which I haven't had, or one of my kids is putting themselves in danger where they can really hurt themselves and the only way they're gonna stop is from me stopping them, I'll do that.
Yeah. But I also had to learn that I can't discipline all 4 of my kids the same way.
That is a fact too.
That's real.
I had to learn that. I had to learn that when it was tough, and I had to sometimes kind of put that heat on him. But then,
I
then
should
when
have said that part. I said beat on the camera.
yeah.
I don't beat it no more.
But then
Put a heat on.
But then when I would take that same energy maybe to the next one, the next one is like, bro, I'm not that one.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Yeah. And
tell me,
And so I had to learn that, and that's what I love very much about listening to y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm not gonna even cap. I was not prepared to receive as much wisdom and knowledge from you 4. Like you 4 came to the table, and it's like y'all brought like meals to the table. Like I'm so impressed.
The comedians really come from pain.
I was gonna say the same thing. When I tell you,
you do know. Hold on, watch.
I was gonna say
you do know that I brought like an extra pair of drawers because I thought I was gonna be laughing and crying so hard at this episode that I thought I was gonna shard on myself or something.
But I will say,
First of all, you need to go get that check. I'm gonna just say that.
Coming from pain, but we got a job to do. We know everybody else going through pain. We like, everybody got enough.
Get that check.
So we got pain, we just use our humor to cover up the pain. We so used to be in the Band-Aid.
But you know, I was expecting Lou for this to be just a rah.
Well, you should have had this nice food and you like a therapist.
and it's fatherhood. You talked about fatherhood. It'd be different if you was talking about
You
business.
hit the nerves. Comedians want to talk to people because everybody, they won't even let us be serious.
But that go back to what I was saying. The stage is where I can release my pain to a way where you don't even know I'm crying.
Yeah.
So we're too busy laughing, but I'm crying.
You know what's scary about that, though, DC, bro? As your brother, what's scary about that is you shouldn't have to put all your pain into your art.
You don't think so?
No, you shouldn't have to.
I think
the reason why I say that, though, the reason why I say that is because, say for whatever reason, the stage is no longer available. What you gonna do with that?
I put it into my creativity.
Yeah.
So it's not just. It's not
let a
just.
comedian do that.
Not the
It's
literal
not
stage.
just literally the stage.
Oh no, I'm not.
It's just I get to create a space where I can let it out because in the real world, I can't release.
Because he's a comedian.
I can't. Not even about me being a comedian. I just can't release.
You know
It's
why?
almost like one of your heroes would say, though.
I can't release.
It's like even like Denzel. You know, he's very honest about. He's not a movie star. He's really a stage guy.
Right. He said it correctly.
Yeah, he could do that till he's 90-some years old.
But I do think we're all moving around what the topic is.
Talk to me.
The fact of the matter is we shouldn't have to do that.
Right.
The fact that we do that and say, hey, I can, is we should be able to get into a round table like this of men
I feel where
and
you're going.
talk about our pain, talk
feel
about
where
our
you're going.
fears, talk about the
know where
things
that
that
comes
bother
from?
us.
Bible study.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Kirk, go on.
A lot of people don't come
what it
together
is.
and
You
get
see what?
together.
gotta
That's
realize
what I'm.
this
That's
ain't
the
heaven.
problem.
Go on
though.
and talk to him, Kirk. You holding back because really, what we got to realize, this ain't heaven.
But it's hard to talk just to any and everybody because, like you said, like today is a safe space.
Right.
This is not a stage, but it is a stage. The stage is set and it's a safe space.
I'm about to stop you right now. This is all a safe space. He got my number. He got my number now. I got Kirk's number. I've been had it for years. Why do we as men not pick up the phone when we're going through stuff and call another man that we know knows what we're going through to talk to?
Well, I gotta get your number.
That's a problem.
It's
I got
okay.
you.
It's
But you
okay.
understand what I'm saying?
Because the reciprocal of understanding or as men, we don't know how the other one may receive
And that's
our
the
pain.
problem. And that's the problem.
You see what I'm saying?
And not only that, if I could humbly say, and it's just my humble opinion, you know, it's because just because people are OGs don't mean that they know everything.
Very true.
Most of the time they don't.
Very true.
I've been a student at this table. Like y'all have been great teachers.
Man, me too. I listen to.
So what I'm saying though, watch this. And then you know what we also realize too though, D? We also know the amount of mental and emotional real estate it takes to be a man. And a lot of times we don't want to call nobody else because we know how much it
They
takes.
going through. I know. I knew you
Nigga,
was gonna say
I know
that.
you going
know
through.
you
Why would I
going
even
through.
get you?
Nigga, why am I
can't
calling
call
you?
you.
Why am I calling you?
I didn't call you because I know you're going through
That's
that.
the problem.
You know how many times?
We're gonna be on the phone for 2 days. All the kind of busy like, hey, this the wrong
I
day.
know you're going through something.
Yeah, well, you know what though? Hold on. But you know what though?
right, though.
Hold on. You wanted a nugget from me? I'm gonna give it to you real quick though. You said you think that Kirk holding back. One thing I can say that I think kind of leans in this space. That's why I get so disappointed with Christianity in America because that's what the community of church was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a place where you can pull up and be like woo 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 woo. But now it's such a judgmental, critical place that you can't. But that was God's intent for it to be. It was never supposed to be a house for perfect people. It was always supposed to be a hospital.
Talk your talk.
It was always supposed to be a hospital. But the problem is, we ain't got no more patients. Everybody think they're doctors. Everybody
Hey, man, you
everybody
know
think
what?
they're a doctor.
Everybody have their nurse outfit on.
Everybody swear
They
they
ain't
can
draw
see.
no blood. Because they ain't got the blood of Jesus.
That's what I'm saying.
How you a doctor with no prescription?
That's real. Jesus say he come to save the ones who can't see. And he said,
Yeah.
He said, they say you call them blind. He said, well, you can see, so you don't need me, right?
Yeah.
So he was like, you don't need me. So whatever it is, everybody want to admit they can't see. See, I'm a country boy. So when I come in the game, I operate on everything like that. I don't know how to do it. I'm like, I don't know how to do that.
Y'all give me one word. Give me one right before we leave. Give me one word that defines the greatest lesson that you've learned as a father. Give me one word that could really capsulize whatever lesson Country Wayne has learned as a daddy.
Man, for Jesus.
Jesus. What about you, D?
Empathy.
Empathy.
Learn to understand people. Don't judge them. Try to understand who they are.
Be appreciative.
Appreciate it.
Let me tell you, accountability.
Accountability.
Yeah,
We
like,
need that.
looking myself in the mirror and holding myself accountable.
Talk
If I don't hold myself accountable,
Talk about it.
then how can I tell my daughter to hold herself accountable?
I love it.
You know what I mean?
Oh, and can I speak on fathers? Just because you're doing your responsibilities doesn't mean you're being God-fearing.
I feel you don't check boxes saying I'm good. I like that. See now this is a good
Cause you got niggas that be like, I put in the house.
I pay my
That's doing stuff with no substance.
You're right.
You ain't leaving nothing behind.
I love it. This is why what you did today, Kurt, is so valuable.
Wow.
Man, DC said something when he was asking questions, and then I vented. I'm like, sometimes I feel like this, I feel like that. And then DC said something that was so profound. He said, as dads, we supposed to do that. Sometimes you need a group of men that can check you when you feeling sorry for yourself, and you saying, I don't get this and I want this, and then that man sits across from you and be like, bruh, you chose to be a father.
Yes.
Deal with it. And you need that. And that's what this is. And I think men need to do more of this. Not only just holding each other accountable, but listening. And being like, DeVal, I understand what you're saying, but that's what you're supposed to do. Stop complaining about it. We need this. We need this. And I appreciate you for creating this.
I appreciate it.
Because, this is dope, bro. This is dope.
No, the fact that y'all sacrifice your time to pull up is what makes it dope. Because it's none of this.
As long as you don't say close the door, man, we're gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, long
The door's already, I've been looking at that door, it's slightly closed. I want you to open that one.
As long as we can walk out of here, Kirk. But man, we gonna, anybody do that for you, man. You know,
Facts.
I've met a lot of people, but you're one of the people I really want to meet because I don't think, I know you don't know because I be like that sometimes. People come up to me and be like, Wayne, I'm like, man, hold up, why you looking at me like that? I got all these baby mamas and women. Why you even looking at me like that? But man, what you done through your music, man, you just don't know. To this day, your music is the farthest thing that people gonna go to, man. Ain't nobody gonna read that Bible. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I done read the Bible 9 times and I read it every day. I don't miss a day. You know what I'm saying? Because it got me out of the streets. But you don't know what you did. It's like God gave you a baton. Like, I know how far my people gonna go. I hate to tell the church, but ain't nobody going farther than Kirk Franklin music. Cause the streets,
and it's gonna stay
the streets is to the world. The streets is fun.
That's a fact, though.
Church.
It's like what you.
They know you ain't done it. They know you ain't done it.
Kirk music is the only. The church owner. Listen, I know the streets, man. Your music because the streets is. The church don't feel inviting. It's like, it's just more people that want to be. I'm gonna use myself as because I don't want to call out no, but I had a character named Drip. It's more people that want to be Drip. They want to be TDJs. So the church haven't found a way to advertise. See, Satan good at advertising. Oh, you know what I mean? See, I don't understand. So I feel like the church.
That was a bar, wasn't it?
That was a bar.
That's why my brand of Jesus is popping. I made that because I'm letting them know you can still get this over here with Jesus. You ain't gotta be perfect because he gonna change you anyway. Right. You remember when Peter said in the Bible, he some people out here using your name, Jesus ain't with you. He say, let them use my name, because you keep saying my name, you're gonna have to change anyway. What you did with your music, man, is timeless. And I know you probably didn't know you was doing that because when God using you, you don't even know. But man, with your music was the thing that connected the streets and the church and everybody, because everybody agreed. That's when the thing we all agreed on. The church like, okay, I ain't gonna lie. Bam, the streets like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie now. Hey, whatever this is, stomp. You know what I mean? People say, hey.
My pastor was a
nobody has been able
Yeah.
to bring and combine the world in that form, man. I was so happy for this, man. I was so happy to come to this.
too.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man.
That's enough. Thank you.
Take the
that's
flowers.
real.
You know what I'm gonna tell you? Take the flowers.
You need to take your flowers.
Take the flowers.
This is what you gonna
All of them.
This is another thing that men won't do. Another thing that men won't do. They'll let people bash you all day. And you'll sit there and read comments and listen and take all of that. Take when people compliment you, bro. Because we don't get enough of this. It's too often, especially in this day and age, when you try to compliment a black man, it's like, oh, you dick riding. Oh, it's like, why I gotta be dick riding? Because I'm like, that's my man doing what he's doing. You understand what I'm saying? Take it, Kurt, man. You've done. I was 11 years old. My pastor, Pastor Thomas James Boyd, everybody knows him, he's the famous pastor, was just like, we only do hymns in our church. And then Stomp came out, and we started doing Stomp. Wow. And we went from only doing, He my Father, to actually enjoying church. And then we had a whole bunch of teenagers in the church singing. And then because we were in the church, we got to listen to older people talk about the word. Wow. That's you, bro. Accept that. You are a vessel.
I come from the church.
I agree with Wayne, bro. I agree with Wayne. Take it, bro.
I come from the church. I understand sermons. I understand choir. I understand choir extravaganza, all that. what you've done, you've bridged a gap.
Yes.
Where, like he said, people who may have been scared or feared to go, who may have not been raised in the church, who don't understand. Listen, God loves you. A lot of them people think that it's the opposite because we ain't perfect yet.
Thank you.
People don't understand that all Jesus' 12 homeboys was
not perfect.
What?
They weren't perfect.
Amen.
You understand?
Amen.
So,
Amen.
like you said, we got to get back into the congregation for them to understand that this is a place for healing.
Yes.
This is a place for teaching.
Yes.
And the Bible gives us instructions on how to live to be better. So all of this is because of love was in the situation.
Amen.
And God had his hands on
God.
our ancestors
That's God.
and on us to
God.
instill that wisdom
God, man.
in each and every last one of us. We wouldn't be able to make it this far if it wasn't for our spiritual background.
That is a fact.
We wouldn't have made it this far if it wasn't for our spiritual teachings. We wouldn't have made it this far if we didn't have that foundation to lean on, because everybody in here knowing that our own understanding would have got us somewhere else.
That's a fact. That is a fact, DC.
And you did it again. Cause here go church, and more people.
Here go
gonna watch-
church.
More
This
people
is
gonna
church.
watch this. This
This is church. Talk about it. This is church.
And there's water turning wine. We're gonna be on something else.
You play sports, they say
I
God,
got
family,
one.
football. You know what I'm saying? So, no, real talk.
Yeah, you're right. God, family,
God,
football. That's
football,
it.
right? That's like playing sports or any sport I'm doing is God, family, football, or basketball, whatever I'm playing. But like your music, like any given Sunday, my favorite movies.
Well,
If you know Any Given Sunday,
Yeah.
that's when Willie Beeman started Willie Beeman.
Willie Beam.
And what's the, and,
Got hit with Willie Beeman.
but the song that's playing on the highlight,
Yes.
Do You Want a Revolution?
Right.
Come on now.
That song was on,
What was that, 2001?
my song was
Yeah,
on my
2001. Talk
playlist.
about it, baby.
It was on my playlist.
Come on.
When I'm getting ready for a game, Revolution is in. I got a lot of street stuff.
Right.
Boom, 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 pop.
Whoever said that.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
And that crazy. I got a comedy special coming out with Amazon, and I'm using your song. I'm trying to see how.
For the free ski. For the free ski,
So let
baby.
me say this to all the kings watching. I hope that you have enjoyed the brilliance at this table. These four young men have impacted my life today. I've been a student here. It's been amazing. It's not an easy job. It's not a job that comes with a lot of praise. And it's not a job that comes with a blueprint. There ain't no book for this. Just because you see one person kill it one way, it doesn't mean that it may fit you, but that's okay. I want you to understand, man, that fatherhood is something that you have to just at least show up to do. Showing up is 90% of the battle. Just pull up and be like me. Be imperfect, make mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes as a father. I'm not proud of things that maybe you've seen, heard. I'm not even proud of the things that I've seen and heard from me. I have not been the perfect man in every area. And in that imperfection, I don't know why God does it, man, but there's this incredible amount of grace that we find ourselves having every day that we don't deserve and we can never earn. And it keeps us humble. And that's what makes you a king. It don't make you a king about how much you can use what God gave you between your legs to find identity. What makes you a king is when you realize that when you fall, you need everybody around you and him to help you get back up. Love them kids, but just don't love them with what you buy them and just the things, but love them with your imperfect, messed up, broken love. Because when it comes from a real place, it'll show up as love. I want to thank the kings here, and I want to thank you, kings, for pulling up and just checking us out, man. Because this is what we do when we get together with the Den of Kings. Let's go, man. Let's salute with the water or something. Juice, Kool-Aid, or whatever you want to do.
You can't salute. I mean, we can't salute with water. Come on, let's get salute with water.
No,
Let's
you
go.
can salute
We
whatever
make
you
our
want
own
to.
rules.
Okay.
Make our own rules, baby.
To the king.
To the king, baby.
Man.
Let's go, baby.